turn my mourning into dancing. You turn my mourning into dancing. 'Cause your love changes everything. Your love changes everything. Oh, there's something about your love. Something about your love changes everything in my body. Oh, something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. It changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. It changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. Changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. Changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. Changes everything. Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything. You turn my mourning into dancing. 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 Something about your love. Something about your love changes everything.
Good morning, Rooted Men. Pastor Tom, Firmly Rooted Church, here at the church office, getting some devotions done. There are 3 wiggly boys that are probably starting to get up right now, and so I thought I would come here where we might have a little bit more quiet and do the devotions. As those of you who do some of these things, distractions can can get to you. So let's say hi to a few people, and then we're going to be looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. Bert Reggiani, good morning. Ken Gooch, good morning, fellow brothers in arms. I'm out there on X, good morning. Chris Connolly down in the warm weather, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Aaron Jackson out there on YouTube, good morning, y'all. And well, there's more of you out there. So maybe we'll see some of them here as we end. So let me, looks like we have sound and everything. So let me pull up the reading. There it is. And we're looking at 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verses 1 through 7. He's now being reflective. That is Paul. He's being reflective as he's writing this letter. And he's talking about the apostolic responsibility that he and the other apostles have. So let's listen to what he says. This is how one should regard us. Whether it's Apollos or Paul or Peter, you should regard us as servants of Christ, stewards of the mysteries of God. As a pastor, I'm a bit overwhelmed by the text, right? Because it should be not only maybe how I'm regarded, but I'm only going to be regarded like this if I do it. I mean, these men faithfully lived out their lives as doulos, willful servants, willful, not forced into slavery, but willing to be enslaved to the teachings of Jesus, to be a disciple, a follower, to be just like him to the best of their ability. And then steward the mysteries of God, the mysteries of the gospel, that how God saved his creation and saved those who were created in his image by bringing Jesus into the world. So it's not only our job, it is because we do our job, or if we do our job, then those who follow us do so in seeing that we're servants of Jesus and that we are trying to steward his teachings. Moreover, it is required of stewards that they be found faithful. Yep, now he's talking about us. We got to be faithful. We can't be hypocrites. We can't say one thing and do another, but we've got to be true. It's not enough just say the truth. We got to be the truth, right? And so hence, even we teachers, we pastors, we have to firmly root ourselves in God's unconditional love and his eternal truth so that they impact us the most. And when they impact us the most, we can impact the body with that same love and those same truths. He says, but with me, it is a very small thing that I should be judged by you or by any human court. You shouldn't be judging. But one thing, do we look like we're enslaved to Jesus? And does it look like we're trying to run this race and fight the fight? And does it look like we're trying to be true to the mysteries of the gospel? If so, then I don't have to worry. You don't need to judge, but if you judge, it really doesn't matter to me. In fact, I do not even judge myself. For I am not aware of anything against myself, but I am not thereby acquitted. He's saying, I'm trying to run this race so faithfully, I don't have time to judge myself to see whether I'm doing it all right. I mean, I know I'm not doing it all right, but I'm pressing in, which hopefully makes me relatable to you and you to me, because we're just still waking up every day trying to fight the fight and run the race. But if I am in error, that doesn't therefore make me acquitted. It is the Lord who judges me. You know, everybody gets opinions. And in a role like being a pastor, everybody's got an opinion about how you should be or what you should say or what you should do. The question is that pastor, is that preacher showing a humble relationship with Jesus and trying to desperately get the gospel message out? So he says, therefore, do not pronounce judgment before the time, before the Lord comes. Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount, don't judge, or you'll be judged with the same judgment that you use on others. It'll come to you. But judgment will come, and we will be judged before the Lord, who will bring to light the things now hidden in darkness and will disclose the purposes of the heart. Now, I want you to grab that right there. We all know that if we're really fighting to do this right, Jesus sees way beyond the stuff we do, and he knows our why. So just because we do something like the Pharisees doesn't mean that we've done it to his glory or done it for the right reasons, and so hence, he's able to judge the thoughts and the intentions of our heart. He already knows. And when that process is over, each one will receive his commendation from God. And what he's trying to say here is, I've applied all these things to myself and Apollos for your benefit, brothers, that you may learn by us, not to go beyond what is written. See, you're trying to divide us and we're united. You're trying to say, I'm following Paul and I'm following Apollos and I'm following this person, I'm following that person. Stop. We all are under the same umbrella of having to be true to God, be enslaved to his teachings, and to speak those truths to the body that he's given us. But be careful. Whether you're a preacher or whether you're a follower of Jesus, a member of a church, don't go beyond what is written. Don't make a Christianity in your own image. Let the word be the word, whether it's uncomfortable or whether it's empowering. Don't go beyond what is written, that none of you may be puffed up in favor of one against another. There it is. Why would you do that? If we're all slaves to Jesus and we're all trying to get the mysteries of the gospel out, then there's no difference. You should see each and every one of us the same. For who sees anything different in you? You all have varying gifts. You are in varying degrees of your walk with Jesus. We're not judging you. By the way, what do you have that you did not receive? See, a doulos, a slave to Jesus, understands that the gifts, the talents, the knowledge of the gospel, the knowledge of the word of God has been granted. It's been given. It's not me. I didn't wake up one day and say, hey, I want to be able to do this. It's a calling. It's a gift that he's given that I'm supposed to steward to his glory. What do you have that you did not receive? If then you received it, you didn't create it, but you received it, why do you boast as if you did not receive it? That somehow you own it, that it's yours, it's mine, look at me. He's saying that should not be in you, because that should not be in the preacher or the pastor that serves you. Woe to the pastor and the preacher who goes beyond what the word says or begins to egotistically say, look at me, when we're supposed to be looking at Jesus, when we're supposed to be looking at the one who redeemed and saved us. It's not about us. We're all on a journey, walking each other home, empowered by the truth of God's word, empowered by the life that each one of us is living. We have an effect on one another. And all of that unites us. See, judgment and other stuff is going to divide us. Adding teachings and puffing oneself up is going to divide us. It's going to take our sights off of Jesus. And we can't take our sights off of Jesus. Matter of fact, we have to fix our eyes on Jesus, the author and perfecter of our faith, every single day and every moment of every single day. All right. We'll leave it at that. A lot more came on board, but only one that I can see. Steve Skopek, good morning. All right. We'll leave it at that. Blessings on your day. Make it a firmly rooted day, and may someone see Jesus in us today. Peace.